Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jacob Perreira, and first and foremost, thank you for being here tonight. Now, I could confidently say that most of us understand the basic human needs of food, water, and shelter. But we don't really like to talk about our emotional needs sometimes, specifically a sense of belonging. It's essential. There's an old African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And that's where the sense of belonging comes into play in this modern society. And with the time I've been given here today, I would like to speak about my own experience with belonging to our school's football team and our successes. The story starts for me my freshman year. Following the advice of my older brother, who happened to be a football star, I decided to try out for the team. Now, it didn't take other players and coaches alike to find out that I was not my brother. I wasn't good. Yeah, it's okay. You can laugh at that. I wasn't. And I was coming up with any excuse I could, like, oh, it's just not my thing. And it was frustrating to see other people doing what I wanted to do, but I couldn't for some reason. They were naturally talented, but I wasn't. And at the end of my freshman year, I thought about quitting, but again, following the advice of my older brother, I stayed. And another year goes by, and I still am not seeing any playing time on the field, and I'm pretty much just playing on the bench. Now it's really getting to me, so I'm drumming up more excuses about how it's just not for me, I'm not big enough, strong enough, fast enough, etc. And eventually, I quit. And sophomore year was my last year playing. I didn't play my junior year. And that was until the end of junior year. My teammates are getting ready for summer to start, and the coach asked me very simply, kid, why did you quit? Why don't I see you on the field anymore? And with a light heart and a smile, I kind of just said, well, coach, it's because I'm no good. And I saw his face change, and he looked me right into my eyes and said, are you serious? That's crap. And it knocked me off my confidence. I said, wait, what? And he said, you have a loser's mindset. And again, I was shook. And I was shook. And he goes on to tell me that you cannot continue this mindset. It's not good for you. It's not healthy. And what will this look like outside of high school? So he gave me some examples. And he talked to me about if I were to go to college, it wasn't good right away. Was I going to quit? If I were to go get a job in the future, I wasn't good at first. And he even went as far to say, if one day I'm not a good father, would I walk out and quit? Now, that last part really resonated with me. I'm the son of a single father, and I really took those words into consideration when he said, would I walk out on a family if I wasn't good at being a father? So when it came time to play my senior year, I found my old cleats and I hit the field. I had something to prove to myself, that I needed to rid myself of a loser's mindset, and that I needed to trade that in for a winner's mindset who, despite adversity or struggles, I could do it and that I could be successful. So my goal in mind was I need to find a position and get playing time. And it's crazy because I had this one idea in the front of my head the whole time about how I'm going to get my playing time. But as soon as I started to integrate back with the team, I saw my big goal, proving to myself, slowly slip to the back of my head, only to be replaced by the team goals. As soon as I started belonging to the team again, I started remembering what it was like to have a common goal. Our first goal as a team was to win our first game, to win a game. Our second goal was to win league. And our third was to go as far as we possibly could in CIF. Now, the season goes on, and our coach says something very profound when he said, you owe it to the man next to you to try your absolute best. You owe it to him. And this built the foundation of our brotherhood. And I say brotherhood for a very important reason because, in my eyes, we were a family. Some of us went as far to write the letters KTFC on our wrist wraps. Now, for those of you who don't know, it stands for Keep the Family Close. And that's just what we did. Now, examples include, maybe I was having an off day, they'd pick me up, dust me off, and say, kid, you're gonna go get it next play. Like how a family would support you. And after home games, we'd all head over to one of our teammates' house. We called it fifth quarter. We'd all eat together, like how a family would. We even went as far as to, before every game, say the same prayer, like a family would. Those moments of belonging are something I will never forget, because being in full game attire with kickoff minutes away, we all, very hyped, took a minute to calm ourselves and hold hands and say these words. Dear Lord, in the battles we go through in life, we ask for a chance that's fair, a chance to equal our stride, a chance to do our dare. And if we shall win, let it be by the code, with faith and honor held high. But if we shall lose, let us stand by the road and cheers the winners go by. But day by day, we get better and better until we can't be beat, won't be beat. Now, there's something important about that last line, because it was really more of a promise to each other, that day by day, we would try our hardest out in that field, and we did. Now, this is minutes before the kickoff, but that promise stays true months before the kickoff's even thought of. When we're on the summer field, grinding away in the 100-degree heat, we kept in mind that day by day, we needed to get better because we owed it to the people next to us. Being a part of something bigger meant having to work harder on our own personal goals, as that was our way to contribute to our team goals. So, football season's over, and that same kid who sucked so bad that, yeah, you can laugh, it's okay, I was terrible, who sucked so bad that he quit, came back and found his playing time. Now, it wasn't as glamorous as quarterback or star receiver, it was special teams. And for those of you who don't know, kickoff, kick return, punt, that was my time on the field. And it was evidence that I had proven to myself that I could stick through diversity and I could be successful. And that's only with the guidance of our coaches and the support from my team, because I belong to that team. Now, those are my goals, but on the other hand, let's talk about the team goals. We were given 13 games, and we only lost 2. That means we won 11 out of the 13 games we had. That was goal number 1. Goal number 2 was to go and win league. Yeah, we won league for the 5th year in a row. And as for CIF and going as far as we could, we made it all the way to semifinals, something that hasn't been done in about a decade. All in all, I feel that the team could agree we owe our successes to each other and the sense of belonging we shared. And if you are to walk away from this TED Talk with one thing in mind today, let it be that when you belong to the right team, anything could happen. And for the players who made my high school experience so well, and the coaches who guided me, and a special thanks to Coach Gray for taking time out of his busy day to talk to me and break me of my loser's mindset and turn me into a winner, I'd like to say thank you, and thank you for your time.